Well, hey, boy, howdy, boys and girls, men and women of all ages and walks of life. Welcome once again to the building side of Randy's Guitar Shop. Thanks, Robert. Anyways, guys, it's New Year's Eve. Can you believe it? We've made it through another year with great blessings and other things. I hope you guys have a wonderful year this year. Anyways, as you can see, I've done some work on this Strat kit. I've got it stained, and I'm applying my Tru-Oil finish to it. I will say this, after I made my last video, I stained this thing kind of an amber color, and when I did that, I found all kinds of really deep scratch marks that I really couldn't see. Even though I wet it down and everything, I just couldn't really see them good until that stain got on there. So I had to completely take the old power sander to it, and I had to redo it. And anyways, I came up with this new color. This is kind of, I did it a little bit of amber underneath, and then I went with crimson red from Crimson Guitars in the UK. That is great stain. It's called Super Stains. It's stunning stains. They're great. Anyways, guys, today I think we'll put some gloves on and just do a little more oil finish on it. And we'll do the front today. You know, I have a ability to take this and put it on a stand and turn it over and do the whole thing, but I've gotten used to just doing the sides and either the front or the back in one setting, and I let that go for a day. That just seems to work best for me. I'm not thinning it at all yet. The Tru-Oil, this wonderful stuff. This guy's, it's kind of my go-to finish now. I really enjoy it. So what are we gonna do? We're gonna tack rake it off first, because we want it to be clean. Have as few of little problems with it that we can. And I'm touching it with my hands, which is a no-no. You guys should severely punish me for that. Let's put our gloves on, because this stuff's pretty sticky. I do hope you're having a wonderful and a blessed day today, and like I said, I'll probably say it a number of times in this video, I hope next year brings you all a great year. And I'm grateful and thankful for the subscribers I've got, and as you know, I've got a few new ones too. So I'm just thrilled about that. I did open up a new bottle of this. I got a bunch of it, and some of it got kind of old, and it got kind of blobs in it that I couldn't even get out with mineral spirits as a thinner. It just didn't work. So let's go ahead. Let's do our sides first. As I spill it all over the place. I don't know if that's going to help to show you the oil finish or not. But so far, I'm pretty happy with what's going on with it. It takes a lot of coats of this stuff to build it up, either to a gloss finish or a semi-gloss finish, depending on what you're going for. I'm not positive what I'm going to do with this in the end. And I have, obviously, as you can see, I have gone for a kind of slightly, it's not distressed really. I guess it is distressed. It's not the other evil thing that the people do where they just take and bash it all up and, you know, get real rough grit sandpaper and tear it all up so it looks like a really road-worn. This is not a road-worn Strat. So we'll just kind of rub this stuff in. Kind of be careful to take it not too close to the edge right at first so it doesn't drip over and cause a bunch of problems that way. But as you've seen on some of my other guitars, this stuff really works good for a finish. And it really doesn't it's not like paint. So it's not going to do the evil, you know, hold the tone in, you know, which I don't know you guys. Everybody's got a different opinion on all that stuff. And I'm pretty happy with how this is looking so far. You know, I took just a little tiny bit off where you would rest your arm when you play, and just places that you normally touch. I've got those to where they've got just a little bit less finish. And you kind of have to work this stuff in. I go around the edges, of course, you know, while I go, to hopefully get any little drips or anything like that that might have occurred during this process. And, you know, some guys just pour this stuff on. Some people pour it on and then they instantly wipe it back off. There's a whole bunch of different ways to do this stuff. But you can start to feel when it starts dragging a little bit. You know, when it starts feeling like, wow, it's really getting worked in. And you don't want to go past that point, or else you'll get big streaks in this thing. Now, I have sanded this back one time and took most of the oil off, but some of it stayed, so you know, the next round would work out good. And I want to say something about that. I watch an awful lot of guys. There's just guys out there with so much more woodworking and a finishing experience than I have, that a lot of these guys say, hey, yeah, put a coat or two on and take like 320. You know, I did it with 1000 grit. Very lightly sanded this off, and it started taking the finish off. So I don't know. I am not going to suggest to you ever that, especially they use power sanders on them. I don't know how they don't take the finish right off. I'm not putting them down. They must have a secret that I don't know, you guys. Anyways, this is what I do with it. This is how I do it, and so far it's turned out pretty good. That very first guitar I ever built from a kit, the SG, it still, you know, it still looks great. It's held up well. There's no chips or breaks or cracks or anything. It's still, the finish is still really nice on it. So that's why I'm using this stuff. And I really don't feel like setting up my spray booth right now, to be honest with you. And this didn't call for that anyways. We're going to do a little bit more. And let's go around the sides again. The sides are kind of rough, just a little bit. So I gotta really try to build that up real heavy. I try to always go around it at least twice in each little thing I do. Like I said, it's a little rough in some areas. This body was quite rough. So I'm really having to pour the old oil to it, as they say. It's kind of hard to get in these little nooks and crannies sometimes without overdoing it. You can really overdo this stuff real easy. Okay, let's go for another little bit on here. Remembering to do the sides. By the way, if you care, that's the first setting on my More Groove Loop 2 pedal. On the yellow side, which I believe is the first side. Or first bank, I should say. It's got the yellow bank and the green bank. And you know what, guys? If any of you guys have that More Groove Loop 2 pedal with the drums on it, and you figured out how to use more than 2 banks, let me know in the comments, please. And don't forget to leave a comment. Give me a like if you feel like it, okay? If I deserve it. Now let's go ahead. I already tack ragged that off. Let's tack rag this thing. Put another little bit on my headstock. Pretty soon I'll be putting the logo on there. So there we go with that, guys. I always try to get any little pieces of lint that may have fallen off and get them off there, because little pieces of lint and stuff off your rag will dry into the finish, and then you're going to have a little bit of a problem getting it off of there. Anyways, guys, that's the big New Year's Eve show. So, since I don't want to keep you too long, I know you guys got a lot of stuff to do, a lot of things to prepare for. Some people are getting their firearms out to shoot them off. Some people are getting fireworks. Some people aren't doing anything at all. They're going to bed at 6 o'clock. So anyways, guys, I'm thinking it's getting to look pretty good here. It's pretty smooth. And I've got most of the big, you don't want to have any pools on it because that'll leave a big blob on the surface. And you know, some people would think this is a pain and boring, but I enjoy this. I enjoy this part of making a guitar, the staining and the kind of figuring out what you want it to look like. I always try to go around the edges a lot because those are the parts that if you do go back and sand just even a little bit, they'll sand the finish right off. You know, edges just don't seem to take as much as you'd like it to, or build up, should I say. Anyways, guys, we got that going on. So, you know, I just once again wish for a great new year for all you guys out there. I'm so happy that I've got these subscribers I have. I'm blessed. I'm kind of stunned, and sometimes I'm getting kind of close to 1,000, which I never thought I would get. Anyways, guys, I'm hoping to be able to come back Saturday and do a little playing for you. And I'll tell you, I do have some plans for this next year. I think I've said before, I have about 4 guitars right now that I made that just aren't up to snuff, and they need to be taken back apart, whether it's a wiring issue or a neck issue or any kind of an issue, to get them to work properly so I can use them all the time, because I don't use them right now because they just don't work good. And some of them, they just turned out being not exactly what I really wanted from them. Maybe it was the electronics or something else. So we'll see what happens next year. I don't know if I'll be building at first any new kits. I've still got 2 or 3 left over, and I have a full kit. Anyways, guys, once that being said, from Randy's Guitar Shop to you guys, have a blessed new year. Stay safe, stay healthy. And, you know, let me leave you with this. My beloved, be steadfast, immovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord, knowing that your labor is not in vain. Anyways, guys, I love you all for watching the channel. Thanks so much. I'll come and see you here pretty soon again. God bless y'all. Have a great day. See you later. Bye-bye.